The fact that Bangalore does not have a perennial river passing through it makes it heavily depend on bore wells that extract groundwater. The Central Groundwater Board 2 years ago has already declared all 4 taluks of urban Bangalore district overexploited, and with most of the city's lakes dried up, the only solution that can show results is rainwater harvesting. Let me welcome my guest today, A.R. Shivakumar, Principal Investigator, RWH, Karnataka State Council for Science and Technology, Indian Institute of Science. Mr. Shivakumar, thank you so much for joining us today. Bangalore, the water supply and the demand, the gap between these two is huge and widening by the year. How crucial is rainwater harvesting going to be to reverse the depletion of the city's water reserves?
Rainwater harvesting is a very simple process. In fact, it is a traditional method where each individual had the decentralized and most sustainable water supply. In fact, water collected on the roof will be the most purest form of water. But with urbanization, the piped water supply, we have forgotten the importance of rainwater which is falling on our roof. What we can do is a very simple thing. Rainwater harvesting is collecting the water from your own roof or your premises and directly store it after filtration and then use it for your daily need. But the storing is one of the most expensive component of rainwater harvesting system, the tanks, the underground sumps. So we need to have one more addition, that is called groundwater recharge. Most of the people, especially in Bangalore, because Bangalore is tailor-made for rainwater harvesting, groundwater recharge and reuse of that water. The water table with the current pace of decreasing, that is going down, we need to recharge the groundwater after you store and reuse them. Okay. Bangalore receives approximately around 1,000 millimeters of rainfall, and it's quite significant amount. In fact, it's higher than the world's average rainfall. So this translates into approximately around 2 lakh to 2,30,000 liters in a residential area of say 40 feet by 60 feet or
has what it takes to actually take up rainwater harvesting. But what about enforcement and regulation? How strong are the municipal laws, the rules, the norms? Do they encourage rainwater harvesting and do they monitor it on a regular basis in Bangalore?
In fact, Bangalore city, the building bylaws were changed or they incorporated. The rainwater harvesting was incorporated during 2003 by the Bruhat Bangalore Mahanagara Palike. And there is a provision where every house should have rainwater harvesting in their premises, whether it's a house or apartment or any other building. But unfortunately, the enforcement was very weak and even the awareness among the public was not very good. Later, in fact, the responsibility was taken over by the BWSSP, the Bangalore Water Supply and Sewerage Board. Therein the act was amended to see that certain category of houses which are already existing, that is 2,400 square feet and above, implement rainwater harvesting and they should have compulsorily the system for harvesting rainwater and groundwater recharge.
Right. Right.
For the newer buildings, even the smaller plots were also included, that is 1,200 square feet and above. From 2009 November onwards, this is in force and it has been monitored by BWSSP. Okay. Now the point is, BWSSP command area as of now is the central district, it is around 200 to 225 square kilometers. But the Bangalore has grown. Now the Bruhat Bangalore Mahanagara Palike is something like 800 plus square kilometers. So there are many buildings which doesn't come under this BWSSP command area. Okay. So those people, though the law is there, it's not compulsory for them to go in for it because they are not getting Kaveri water or the BWSSP Bangalore city's water supply.
On the policy front, but how do you get a family to actually take up rainwater harvesting? How do they get started? Who do they approach? And how much should they be willing to invest in a rainwater harvesting pit?
In fact, rainwater harvesting is, though it's a very simple phenomena, people need to get some technical support because the buildings, the architecture, the aesthetics, and many such information need to be provided. So, through BWSSB, the Karnataka State Council for Science and Technology in the Indian Institute of Science campus, we did research and then take out some technologies which are now part and parcel of the building codes, plus which can blend with the modern architecture. So, we created two help desks, one in the Indian Institute of Science campus at KSCST, Karnataka State Council for Science and Technology, for the northern Bangalore people, and the other one at Jayanagar 5th block. There is a 1.5 acres plot, rainwater harvesting theme park created exclusively to demonstrate and also provide all the technical help support given to the public. Here we have trained people who also take up training of these plumbers. In fact, we take up training of plumbers in such a manner, plumbers, contractors, architects and engineers, wherein they become the ambassadors or the champions to go in the field. We have as of now around 1,600 people who have been trained, and the neighborhood people can call them. Their numbers are available on the website. The public can walk in with their house plan or the residential plan or the apartment sketch, so that we will give them the tailor-made solution for rainwater harvesting, and we will tell them what all material are required, how much it costs, who can do rainwater harvesting in their premises. Yeah, all this information is available in the website, as well as printed booklets like Amritavashini, rainwater harvesting guidebook, and
so
such
the
similar
expertise is out there.
information.
All you need are willing participants to actually get on the track of conserving water in a city like Bengaluru, which is facing such a dire crisis on its groundwater table. Mr. A.R. Shivakumar from the Indian Institute of Science, thank you so much for joining us today.